If you have seen Inanimate Insanity Season 3, also known as Inanimate Insanity Invitational, you would know about Goo. Some people just think that Goo is just a little blue guy that doesn't really even matter. But in the truth, Goo is actually the best Inanimate Insanity character. I'm gonna tell you why. The first reason is that he's silly. So as you know, some characters like Balloon or Nickel are just too caught up in their own dramas to actually know what matters in the character. Silliness. Goo is on the maximum level. He's just on another level. He's just too good. He's too good to have any drama. And the one time he got even close to drama is because in episode 9 he was eliminated for making a bad movie. But that movie was just about him caring about his friends. So it's not even anything bad. It's that the movie was kind of trash, honestly. The second reason is that he's a businessman. His business is known as the Cheer Factory. And the Cheer Factory Corporation, it specializes in making people smile. They serve smiles on a stick, and Goo devised this genius business plan with his business partner. And Goo is just a business beast. You know, like he's balancing cheerful smiles and making sure to open locations across many miles. So Goo, he's just a businessman, a silly guy, and just an amazing guy all around. But if that wasn't enough, here is the third reason. Through all of Season 3, and even up to his elimination, Goo was insanely helpful to both of his teams, the Pinkers and as well as the New Thinkers. Goo, like in some challenges, Goo was able to use himself to be able to bounce. Goo was able to come up with the script and movie idea for the animation challenge that I mentioned earlier. But the effort was there, and more times than one, Goo would be able to pull through, and to show how much of a value and the asset he was in challenges. So he's not just a silly guy, not just a business beast. He isn't even just a businessman. He's a challenge beast. He's good in challenges. And even though he got eliminated way too soon, but he went out not spiteful, but he came out with a new understanding of his friend Bo, which we all know now was actually bought the whole time. The fourth reason, and the final reason, is that Goo is just too good. Now, there's no one quite like him. Another reason that makes him more endearing is that he has a silly voice. And silly voice just makes any character much better. That's why people like MePhone 4S. That's why some crazy people like MePhone 5. Actually, I don't think anybody is actually a fan of him. But silly voices just makes the character just so much better. In my humble rumble gumble opinion. So yeah, that is the conclusion of why Goo is the best character. Stay tuned for more yapping sessions like this. Goodbye.